Hello. Hi, everyone. Who I'm coming through okay, let me know. We are here to play at the gates of Loyang, which is a first for me for, I think it's about 4 years. Let me check when that stream was. And before then, it was many years before that as well. So yeah, you can see an alternative way that a solo game went 4 years ago. And if you would like to see the two-player game, I did a recorded, it might be shaky cam. I don't know if I had steady cam by then. But yeah, there's a two-player game against Little Glass Marty because the game works quite differently. So we are taking it upon ourselves to get fields, sow things in the fields, and with those vegetables, make people happy. We will get regular customers, casual customers. We want to sell to them for money. We can get their help. I'm just trying not to say the help of helpers, but that's what I'm going to say. We can get the help of helpers and market stalls to enable us to achieve this. And we want the most points by the end of 9 rounds. An option as an action that we can take when it comes to our actions, we can go up this points track. It costs 1 money to go to the next space, and then if you want to go up multiple times in the same round, it costs the amount of points you would be moving up to. So the first, even if you're all the way by the top, the first one only costs you 1 money. Second one costs you 15 in that case. So we want to try and get big points, because if I skip to me solo bit, good players get 17 points, is what Uwe says. This is... Oh, I was reminded as well, when I was refreshing my memory on the game, I'd forgotten that this is going to come back in print, because it's from 2009, this. So when I was getting it, was that 2014, something like that? When I was on the hunt for all of the Uwe games after watching them on Rado's channel, everything was really scarce. I think it got a big TMG reprint at some point, and then it's probably been out of print for ages and ages. TMG haven't existed for quite a while, have they? But it's coming back with a second edition that's from Trick or Treat Games. We've been doing great stuff, and it looks lovely and stuff. It's got Vince Dutray art, who is an absolutely amazing artist. You can see his work on Luthia that I did a few weeks ago, amongst a million other board games, of course. But yeah, not to sound like a broken record, like with my dismissal of the Agricola Special Edition, Clemens Franz art, like, it's one of the things, like, Rado's effusiveness helped, but I played Agricola before, long before I knew anything about YouTube channels and stuff. It's the Clemens Franz artwork that pulled me in and kind of said Euro. It still says Eurogame to me, and I wish it was more of a thing. He's still illustrating games, but it was the time when it was just shelves and shelves of rectangular box Clemens Franz games, and I want to keep expanding that shelf, please, game publishers. Right, shall we get started then? I haven't looked at the chat once. AV, good, because I've been banging on for ages now, haven't I? Hey, James, Steph, Jerry, Jeff. Let's see if I've missed anyone. Olivie, how's it going? I'm glad you could catch the live stream. The bot's working. I had a quick turn it. I remembered before the stream this time, and I had a quick turn it off and on again. Oh, yes, I should say before we start, the reason I'm able to do any of this stuff, hey Pam, is thanks to support my patrons, or you can join as a YouTube member. There's a join button somewhere underneath the video. I'd really appreciate your help. This video isn't sponsored, although if Lookout Games, was it Lookout Games? Maybe it was Hull Games. Would like to support one of their 2009 releases, hey, I'll keep doing playthroughs of it if you like. I've done this one for free though. Curses, that's my downfall, innit? Yeah, it would really help if you could support me on one of those places, because yeah, I'm out on my own doing this. I do all of the bits. Right, the thing. Sabrina command. I need a Sabrina command down. Marty is enjoying a nice warm bed downstairs, although it'll be warmer up here. It's roasted in this room, although I haven't helped that. And the computer and stuff doesn't help that, but we've got to have a computer to do these streams, apparently. Sabrina's probably asleep now. She got woken up by Rachel having to answer the door to just cold call us, unfortunately, after she'd gone asleep. She's had her jabs today, a second round of jabs, which, you know, rough when she had it, when she felt the scratch, but since then, been pretty good. So, fingers crossed, she's alright with it. Right, Loyang. There are 9 rounds. You can track the rounds by how many veg are left here, or how many empty spaces there are after we've done this harvest bit. We'll count the round number that we're in. So we have the harvest phase, the card phase, the action phase. And I mentioned earlier on as well, like, I've got a 2-player playthrough of this, because if you're thinking of multiplayer, the card system is completely different, and it's a really cool card. That's the thing with loads of Uwe's games, where I was banging on about Glass Road being such a good, like, wrongly maligned Uwe Rosenberg game. The card system in that is amazing, and the card system at the Gates of Loyang is so good as well. That, like, you've all got these hands of cards, but you have to, like, play cards to the middle where anyone could pick them up to be able to get more that might suit you. It's so good. You can see that in the other playthrough. There's a completely different system for solo in this as well, where we've got this grid. So harvest phase, card phase, action phase, 9 times. In the harvest phase, we harvest a vegetable from each of our fields. Now, in setup, you get this home field always, which tells you the veg that you can plant on it. You need to buy one from your first 3 sections to start the game with, because they're the veg you're allowed to plant here. You need to buy one for the dark cost here, 3, 4, 5. And you sow it, which is going to be an action later on. Whenever you sow a vegetable, you magically get more from the supply to fill up the field. And then one by one each round, we are going to harvest those vegetables. So harvest a vegetable from each field and place it in your cart. Here's our cart. You can have unlimited things here, but between rounds, unless we upgrade it, can only keep 1 here. Then we turn over a private field. The private fields are made up of fields that are 3, 4, 5, and 6 fields big. And basically, the smaller the field, the better the veg you can plant in it. We are getting a 6 to start us off with. And the way there's 2 of each in your deck, and you shuffle the sets separately. So you will see 1 of each before you see the repeats. There are also more fields we could get out there later on. So it's the same as the starting one. We can only plant the wheat, pumpkins, or turnips in it. It's only size 6. Then we go to the card phase. So ignore all the stuff that's on the player aid, because in here we need to decide which cards we want to have. We can have anything from the top for free. Anything from this row for 1 money. We started off with 10, but I had to spend 5 to buy that turnip. I had to buy something. 2 to buy anything from these rows. At the end of each round, everything that's left in the ones will be discarded. Everything will slide up and then be refilled. So, the different things that we can have. I haven't set my cameras up. Bear with me, stuff's going to just zoom around the screen a little bit. Just a couple of times. We only need to see both sets of rows, don't we? I don't think we need to zoom in on my bits just yet. So, looking at what's free. This is what made me decide turnips. The purple cards here are regular customers. So, I can make a pledge to this customer that I'm going to serve him 2 turnips every round. And at the start, he'll give me 5 money for those 2 turnips. But if I keep doing that and serve him 4 times, I'll get 7 money for that pair of turnips. If I have done all of those, it'll clear off after you've fed him all of the times. So we've got regular customers. We can also have casual customers. Now, these are just one-offs that you sell to. And they want a trio of veg. If you sell to them, you'll get this much money. And then if you've got an equal number of casual and regular, you get no difference. If you've got more casual than regular, it's 2 less. If you've got more regular than casual, it's 2 more. We've started off with someone who likes turnips an unusual amount. I wonder, though, with the second edition coming out, you might find this even cheaper elsewhere. Like, I don't know if they're actually fundamentally changing the game. Because that's another thing about it. It doesn't need better art. It doesn't need better components. It doesn't need refining. It's such a good game. Like, it deserves a better rating on Board Game Geek. Oh, and another thing that I want to say up front. Sorry for it interrupting the explanation of stuff, but there's a thing in this. There's I think they've got little balloons on the cards. There's about 5 cards in the game that are the interactive cards. And at certain player counts, I think it's 3 players particularly, there's certain player counts anyway, where the game was like always warned off from us for like, don't play it at these player counts because the strange turn order structure makes it unplayable at these player counts. Guess what? All play counts. If you take those interactive cards and put them back in the box, the game is simultaneous for everyone in the action phase. You've still got the card phase where it's interactive and you're bothered about what other people are putting down and what you're giving to other people. But then in the actual action phase, you can all do it at once. It's way quicker, and there's no stupid, negative interaction cards. Is what they all are. Use things of other players, take things away from other players. It's absolute rubbish. Absolutely hate it. But yeah, the game is perfectly playable by just taking those cards and throwing them away. I should really. Now there is a little thing in setup for the solo game that I haven't done, where you can put out some cards of an imaginary opponent that doesn't do anything in the entire game, but if you should get one of those interactive cards, it's something that an imaginary opponent's got that you can mess with or take from and stuff. Those cards just aren't in my game. I can't, my brain won't let me throw things like that away. My brain won't let me throw any bits of any game away. So they're in the box with me just glaring at them every time I see them. But yeah, I'm not putting them in the deck and accidentally leaving them in for when we might play multiplayer. But yeah, my advice to anyone with any game: if you see cards that mess with opponents in a negative way, take them out. But in the case of the Gates of Loyang, it doesn't negatively affect the game. Yeah, I'd seen about it, but I'd forgotten all about the second edition. Is it in the forums for it? I think it's one of those things that's been announced, but they haven't really said when it's happening. As of June, still in development, no ETA yet. Oh, this is why I've forgotten about it. It was an article from 2022 when they announced this. So who knows what... A lot's happened since then, hasn't it? So, who knows what's happening in that. But if you go in the forums on Board Game Geek for At the Gates of Loyang, you can see an absolutely gorgeous cover. And I'm sure the artwork's going to be beautiful. But it's not Clemens Fran's beautiful art. So yeah, it's doubtful that I'm going to be grabbing hold of the new edition. But hey, it means more people can get hold of either edition of it and play this game. Great. Okay. So yeah, I was explaining bits, wasn't I? We've got the different kinds of customers. Then we've got helpers. You can take them and then you can use them for the ability on them. You can buy more fields. So we have got a deck. We'll get a field every round. But you can take these fields as well. These do cost 2 extra from what it would normally cost. And then we've got market stalls. When you take these, you put one of each veg on them. And then in your action phase, you can trade anything for the listed veg. So sometimes it will cost you 2 to trade for one thing, but it's the number of bowls that's in there. They'll trade anything, even the same thing. You might want to do that to just get rid of the card, because when it's empty, you get rid of the card, and you can have new ones instead. Okay. So, what shall we take? So I definitely want the regular customer, I think, because with what I've seen, I think we can get a good amount of stuff going. Just so in the action phase, we're only going to end up with 0 to 2 cards. I would love more, but I don't think I can. So that customer, I think I can sell to. Or maybe I don't want the customer. Because I can plant more veg, but I'm not going to be able to harvest it until next round. Maybe I should take the customer next round. Like, it would be great to sell to him and start earning some money. But I was just seeing there's a field there available. And I could get something else planted in it and start harvesting that thing and maybe get another customer next time. I was thinking of the merchant. You may buy for 1 money one of any vegetable you must deliver to at least twice to your regular customers this round. So if I had that customer, I'd be able to buy a turnip for 1 and give him those 2 turnips, or plant more so. Then I've got 2 coming out every round. Never played Ark Nova with the Venom Effects. I have played it once with the Venom Effects accidentally in a... I think that was that on Board Game Arena or Tabletop Simulator? I played a game a three-player game that you can. Yeah, it was definitely on the channel, I think. That yeah, it was one of the reasons that I don't know if we ended up doing that to each other. I don't think anyone ever ended up doing it to me, but it was one of the things that because I'd played Ark Nova so many times with never the interactive stuff on there, I I'd forgotten they existed, so I didn't say before. I I'm not going to play if you've got those things on there. But yeah, that's the one time I've accidentally played with the interactive cards and any like. I know some games like suit that and stuff, but it's especially in games like this. There was there's something in Makata as well that's weird. It's not interactive, but people lose stuff randomly, and like the interactive cards in this, it's such a nice game that's still interactive in that card phase in multiplayer. And like it's just a perfect Uwe thing that feels like I don't know the story of making the game, but it feels like at some point someone came in and like, well, it's a board game and people are going to want to attack each other. So do you mind if we shove these five cards in that are going to like spoil someone's game? Oh yeah, no problem. Chuck them in. But yeah, I'd rather that was never in any game. But luckily you can just take it out of this one. It is strange, but Trick or Treat did the Gold West. There's a couple of games they did. Gold West Second Edition, which is a fantastic game as well. You can play Gold West on Board Game Arena if you want to give it a go. And something else. They reprinted another like I think fairly recent classic for Gold West as well. But Gold West was like 2015, 16. It's going up to like 10 years ago, isn't it? That's where my mind is. Thinking, I'm pretty new to board games. I've only been playing them since 2013 or something. It's ages ago now. Right. So yeah, we don't need to get the regular customer. I feel like I should get the field because whatever we plant in it, that's something extra coming off the field every for the next 5 rounds. That's an extra veg that we've got. So I feel like that should be one of them. And that's free. Oh, it's not free. I've got to pay the 2 for it, but it's from the free row. So we might have to take a loan out, but I think it's going to set us up. So we can get the market crier, refill all your market stalls with vegetables. Because at the start of the game, everything apart from the light spaces are filled with a veg. And when you want to buy something, hey, you just take it off there, pay the money. That's fine. You can even sell to refill them all. But if you buy everything and then don't sell to it, you can't buy that vegetable anymore from here. So you might want a card that refills them up. Or sell 1 to 3 vegetables from market stalls to your shop. That's a nice way of earning some money. You can only earn like maximum of 3 money, so you can't just sell like 3 leeks, but it's a way of restocking them and making some money as well. So yeah, the market stalls are quite nice because it's just free to swap for something that you need. Like if I want another turnip, I could just buy a low 3 cost wheat and swap it over here for a turnip, saving me a couple of money. But I have got one here waiting in the wings, so I don't really need to do that right now. It might just be good to have later. If you want something from the one row, though, it's going to get cleared out. I would like a regular customer, to keep doing more, but then, like, you've got to satisfy them. You can take them, and they'll get annoyed if you don't deliver to them once, but if you keep that up, they're going to get really cheesed off. I don't think I need the merchant. It's just these are going to get lost if you don't have one of them. Maybe we should just take the market stall guide just so we have someone. It's a cheap way of getting leeks later, which are quite pricey. And an onion and a turnip if I'm just desperate. But at the moment, I've got enough money to buy wheat. Maybe we should take this market crier just because he's free and we might use him later. Pop him there, and then some other things will become free. These two will become free, won't they? They'll slide right up. Okay. So do I do that stuff now? Yeah. So discard anything left in the one row. I can only take 2 cards. So they're discarded. Slide everything up to fill in the empty spaces. Not the coin reminding me how much stuff costs in the rows. And then draw up for next time. So we've got a few regular customers coming in there. And some casual ones as well. Some beans available at the markets next time. Okay, and then deal out new cards. Don't shuffle the discard pile. Done. Now we move to the action phase. Options in the action phase. Have to zoom in here. We can sow vegetables. So take a vegetable from here, put it on a field, take vegetables from the supply to fill in all the empty gaps. We can buy veg from the shop. Dark cost is the price. They have to be in the shop. You could sell veg to the shop. Has to be a gap to sell it to. You get 1 or 2 money, the light coloured price. You can use market stalls, explain them. You can use or discard helpers. You can deliver to regular customers. If you don't deliver to them and they're happy, they'll get annoyed. If they're already annoyed and you don't deliver to them, you have to pay 2 money and they don't go away. You can serve casual customers. You can buy a 2-pack. So a 2-pack requires you drawing 2 of these action cards. If I'm saying this right. You pay money equal to the number of whichever you have most of, helpers or market stalls, which is why you might want to get rid of them and not. So if I didn't take the helper, actually, this would have been free to get a 2-pack. Or maybe you've made an error. It's too late now. I could just refill the market stalls and then it's gone. It was free to take, and then I've got more to buy later, but nowhere to sell stuff to. So yeah, if you haven't got anything, the 2-pack's free. You can just discard him as well. So you get a 2-pack, you draw 2 cards, and you keep 0 to 2 of them. If you keep 1, it just goes where it is normally. If you take 2, you have to stack them in an order of your choice. So the one you really want first goes on top, changing the focus, and you put it in its normal section, and then the other one becomes available when that top one goes away. So that's why you've got things like getting rid of the market cards. So there we go. That's all of the actions that you can do. So I could still get a 2-pack for 1 money, but then I would have to get a loan, I think, to get some more veg. So I think I want to sow onions in there. Turnips. I think they're meant to be turnips, but I'm probably going to say onions incessantly. So take the one that I harvested from here earlier in the harvest phase, fill it up. They reprinted Scoville, that's it. That was a bit of a mean game that I've never played, but yeah, that's one of those that was lauded at the time. Probably around the same time as well, 2015-ish. But it went out of print. That was TMG as well. And they're doing, it's not a reprint, but a new game, LA1, I'm really excited about. Kind of cyberpunk story, Richard Launius game. And is it Richard Launius and Kevin Wilson designing it? I backed it anyway. That'll come at some point. Yeah, it's a 2-pack tribute game. That's why it's named that. So I could just buy the wheat. Do I want to fill the stalls with fill the market stalls with vegetables? This is my shop, not the market stall. So I could pay 1 for a 2-pack, or discard this and pay nothing. This could be useful later. I'm getting mixed up with market stalls in my shop. So I don't want a loan. You can take a loan out at any time. You get 5 money for taking it. You can never repay the loan. And at the end of the game, you lose a point for every loan that you've got. Oh, but we want to buy points, don't we? I'm going to have to take a loan. Okay, then pay 1 for the 2-pack. And hopefully we get something useful. So, our options. Let's zoom in for these options. Market stall with wheat, pumpkin, leek on it. I can't plant that anywhere just yet. Casual customer that wants wheat and 2 onions. Ooh. Well, we could do that. We could do him next round. We would only get 6 money. Unless I took the regular customer as well. I quite like taking him. I think we could do that. Thanks, Andre. Have a good call. I think I could do that. So I'm going to have to take a loan, which is sad. Pay 3 out of the 5 money to buy a wheat. Plant it in there, so I'm not going to get a ton of it. It's a shame because you could plant cabbage in that and it's a more valuable thing. But it's going to be fine. And then we've got 4 money left. So definitely pay 1 to... Your first movement is 1, whatever space you move into. I could pay 3 and go to the next space. It would mean, though, I can't buy any card. Like, I can't pay for any cards next time. I should probably hang on to the money. We need 17 points in 9 rounds. Okay, second round. Harvest a vegetable from each field. So we've got what he wants right now. Get a new field. Oh, it's the tiny one, which we can plant anything in. Then, 2 cards. So am I going to grab... Yeah, I'm going to grab the regular customer because we can start serving him next round for sure. We need to get a satisfaction marker. He's happy right now. And then should probably get a market stall. Could get one that gives me leeks and plant leeks. And then this customer would be free next. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Get that. Okay. You are discarded. Sorry, messenger boy. You're moved up. Which I can't really do without knocking everything about. And then we will fill up. Some more markets doesn't get not many helpers coming out. Or I have let a lot of them get discarded. Okay. So action phase. I do want to get something sown, but what we're going to do is sell this stuff to the casual customer. Or do you want to buy a 2-pack first? So I would like that regular customer next time. If I take another regular customer, which is a bit risky, then selling to him would get me 10 money. If you've got the same amount of each, it's the amount on it. If you have more casual than regular, it's -2. If you have more regular than casual, it's +2. But that's people that I'm annoying if I don't then deliver to them. And if I get leeks planted, at least for 3 rounds, I would then have wheat and leeks ready for this customer, but I can't take them yet. See what a 2-pack would be, because it's 1. Oh, you need to get the stuff for the stall, don't you? Wheat, cabbage, leek. 2-pack. What are we having? Pumpkin and a leek. Oh, a field. It cost me another 2. But that's another field of stuff to get planted. And that could be leeks. Again, so that we've got enough to satisfy that customer. So that's a lot of fields, a lot of outlay. But I think that can pay off. So I have to put this underneath the field, right? So oh, you don't have to have this customer at all. You can just take 1 if you want. I mean, we're going to end up with maybe 5 leeks. You're going to forget all about that customer, and it's going to come back to bite you when they come out. No, I'm not. Because I'm going to put the cards like that so I can see. And that cost me 2 for taking a field. Okay. So, let's sell this stuff to the regular customer. What's going to come out of market store? With leeks on it. Ooh. Okay, sell to you, and that's going to get me 8 money. So we're back in some cash. Yeah, it is like... I'm rabbiting on a bit, so... Games always seem to take a bit longer in the live streams, but It's such a fast, snappy game, but it is so tough to see what you need to do. So the casual customer goes away all happy, which means because he was from a 2-pack, the market is revealed, which now comes out and is going to make my 2-packs more expensive until I can get rid of one of the markets, which might hold me back a little bit. So then, I can just buy, which might be a risk when I actually need wheat, but I can buy wheat for 3 and give it to this market guy for a leek, because there's only one bowl underneath, so it's just one of anything. Plant. And get these 2 in there. And then I can do it again. I've only got 2 money, so I'm only going to be advancing 1 space again, which might really, this might end up really holding me back. I'm going to buy another wheat. It's gone though. It's okay, we'll get more. We can trade for it. And then I'm going to swap for another leek on this market. Plant it. Get 2 more. We're going to actually have a bit of a leek overload. We can save 1 thing though each round, and there are casual customers that want them. And I've got 1 money left over to move up. I can't afford 4 to go to the next space. 3 points out of 17 though. Round 3. Harvest phase. Now, oh, and I didn't serve this customer, so goes to upset with me. And you can never flip that back, I don't think. 1 of everything from my fields, which actually, this is a lot of fields for just the first 2, but I've paid a lot of money for it. Do you, regular customer, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't think there's ever any rule that flips them back to happy. And they always remember that time you didn't serve them. Hey, Solo Playhouse, how's it going? Hey, John. Oh, and then a new field. We're going to run out of space. Come on, guys. Whoop. Okay. So I'm plant anything apart from leeks on there. I've got to think about cards. So we have got the stuff for this regular customer. So it means now if I was to take a casual customer, they would give me 1 more. There is a casual customer here. I need the pumpkin, but I could buy a pumpkin. So I could buy a pumpkin for 4 and sell those 2 and get 11 money. Because they're getting used. They would get used. I could even swap the leek for a pumpkin, but that feels wrong. Very wasteful. Yeah, I would make money from doing that and just start serving her next time. It would be nice to plant the wheat. Oh, the card that makes them happy. Now I'm just thinking of ways of not serving these customers that I've promised stuff to, but I'm just thinking about ways of earning money. Because then I need to buy something to plant in there. It would be nice to get pumpkins planted. So, like, I don't have to serve this customer now. I could serve them this round and then buy and plant pumpkins and then start serving, then serve her next time because these 2 will still be here. Yeah, let's get her. Glad I've got 1 money left over. So these get discarded. And then these move up. That feels good, doesn't it? So good this is. Why's it been 4 years? Because there are too many games and not enough time. Oh, a field's coming up soon. I'm not gonna pay a load for that because I've got a lot of fields. But need some mops for all these leaks, absolutely. So I definitely want to serve him. That will get me 5. And if I don't serve him when he's already annoyed, I have to pay 2. I think we're a bit helpless, aren't we? I I'm going to swap a wheat for a wheat. And then I'm going to buy a pumpkin and swap it for a pumpkin so this market stall goes. So now I've only got 1. I don't think that needs to stay there. So I could buy a 2-pack for 1 now. But what are you going to do? Yeah. Plant this so we get 3 more. Although there's more lucrative things you could plant there. And we'll serve her next time. Serve you this time, so you stay very happy with me. I've got 5, 6 money. Definitely pay 1 to move up a space. Do you want to pay all the money that you have? Oh, do you know what I could have done? Cheeky takebacks. Don't do the swap for a swap. Leave these on here. Sell 1 to 3 vegetables from your market stalls to your shop at shop prices. 1, 2, 3. Now wheat's available again. This would still go away. I forgot I had that card. 1, 2, 3. The same thing would have happened. I just used mine and didn't do the trade like for like. I get 3 money, I get rid of that card. I haven't had a 2-pack this round yet, because I was thinking about it once. I wanted to get rid of the market first. So probably pay 5 to go up another space. Should pay 1, shouldn't we, to... So I can hold on to 1 veg, that's fine. Should pay 1 to get a 2-pack and see what we want. Don't have to have either of them as well. A leek field. Ooh. I've got a leek. Just aching to be planted. I think you can see where this is going right away. Do I want this market underneath? I don't think I do. So I have to pay 2 to keep that. And then instead of just having the leek hang around, why don't we plant it? I don't think I normally get these many fields. So if I want to have no money for the card phase, I don't know how bothered I am about that. With the cards that are out there right now, I could have another point. I'm going to get a lot of money next time. I could take a loan if I suddenly have a great idea. Well, that's probably a decent customer to have. Oh, it's tough. I feel like... At the moment, I feel like I don't need this money. Buy the point. 5 money that costs, because it's my second point bought. Okay. Round 4. Harvest everything. This is so much stuff. It's cost me. But that is a lot of things, and we are completely filling my available space with fields. Okay. Cards. So I have no money. Do I want to take the market? I don't know that I want to take any of this stuff. Because, like, it would be okay to take them next time. I don't think I want any cards. Because taking a casual customer would give me an even number and lose me 2 money effectively, and I can't serve them that this round anyway. I don't need another market right now. So I think I'm just going to say no to everything. I would like to take some cards just so I could, get to helpers, but helpers are the only card you can freely discard. I can't discard any of this if I take it until I've fully dealt with it. So I'm just going to take no card. Which is a bit sad. Oh, here's a helper. Harvest helper. You can harvest 2 vegetables from each of your fields with 4 or more things. Would have been great earlier. Or fields that you plant in this action phase get an extra veg. That'd be nice. So I think we're saying the turnips go to him. Keep him happy. And I wasn't going to serve her, but we do have like a surplus of leeks. I'll serve you, because that's 11 money, because I've got more regular than casual. And then you can go away. So now if I get a casual customer, they'll get the extra money rather than costing me some money. So she hasn't been served. I'm going to have to buy a wheat to serve her. I'll still make a profit with that. Tempted to buy 2 wheat and plant 1. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So again, we could be planting better things in there, but yeah, always do the takebacks. Did you get hold of a copy in the end? Actually, I think like it's weird that all these things, the uves that aren't like Agricola and stuff, and a lot of the Feld are always so hard to get. £60 on the geek market for a good condition coffee, which good usually doesn't mean very good. Going off record gradings anyway. The French version of the game, but there's a lot of text on these cards for cheaper. Yeah, it'll be great that the second edition will come out and you'll be able to get a hold of a copy again. But again, I don't know when that's going to be. It was announced so long ago. So yeah, we should, because I've bought that, I'll be able to deliver to this customer, which gets me 6. So we're in the money here. I should get a 2-pack no matter what, really, shouldn't I? Because I can pay 1 to go to the next space. I can pay 7 to go to the space after that. I can even afford to go to the 8th space. That's a lot of money earned this round. I've got to think about the future after that, though, because these are going to go away when they're full. Let's buy the 2-pack. Too tempting. Another regular customer. I mean, pumpkins and onions is going to be pretty good when I've got no use for pumpkins now. Although I do have this customer I could potentially get. And onions, I've only got 2 more deliveries for. Casual customer wanting wheat. I've got 2 wheat coming. Cabbage I've not got coming at all. Why did I plant all that wheat? I don't know. I mean, I've seen these coming now, so now I'll be like, oh, cabbages. But looking at that customer, I should have planted cabbages. Yeah, this is a cheekier take back now I've seen a card. I won't do it. Can I make that happen? Probably have to annoy them for 1. Well, if you take the casual one, I don't know when I'm doing that. I mean, there's a cabbage available there. but I don't know when I'm going to have that. If a field comes out next time, what have I had from my things? 6, 3. 5. We've had one run, so now we've got all the other fields. So a cabbage field can come out. You can plant them on a lot of stuff. And then we get this coming out in the future when I've delivered to them. That's probably a good thing to do. Yeah, because then they can't get annoyed while they're underneath that card. Okay, so we've had the 2-pack. Are we going to pay to go up 8? Well, I kind of want that field now. I've said all of that stuff, so I don't think I'm going to. Because that's going to cost me at least 2. Hang on to the money. And we can hang on to 1 leak. That's fine. Round 5. Any bits I'm forgetting? I don't think so. So now, when field's empty, if it's one of your private fields, out of the game. If it's a field that you bought, goes into the discard pile. And I don't know if this is just for the solo game, but when the first one is discarded, you shuffle the deck and discard pile. That is the only time this ever gets shuffled, at least in the solo game. It's probably been a lot longer than 4 years since I played the multiplayer game. Oh, I forgot about that customer. They want the pumpkins and leeks. Oh, well, I think that's okay. I think I've inadvertently set up for that. I've just forgotten about it. Okay, so move you guys along. And then new field is a size 3. I think we have got surplus leeks. Could just get them planted just because they're the most valuable thing. I was talking about cabbages, wasn't I? But when am I not? Okay, we'll call that shuffled. So in the card phase, I always feel like getting the... There are 4 rounds left. So that's going to cost me 3 in total. But I think it's going to pay off. I could take that casual customer. I don't know where the rest of that sentence is. I've got an extra wheat right now that I could trade for this cabbage and get that cabbage planted. Okay. Do you want that casual customer though? With 11 money for not very rare stuff. And the onion cell is going to disappear soon. I'm taking them. Don't know if that's a good idea. They're free. Discard these. I've got a terrible memory for things. I think it's what holds me back the most. Is that it's either not reading things properly or can't keep track of any of my strategies. It's awful in like turn-based things on Board Game Arena and stuff. I come back to the screen and I'm like, no idea what I was meant to be doing. Hey Retro Car, how's it going? Okay. So plan. I don't need both of these wheat. So I'm going to trade for a cabbage. And plant here. Satisfy one of these next time, I think. That market's empty and is gone. So a 2-pack is free. Merchant, you may buy for one of any vegetable you need to deliver twice. So I could buy a leek and an onion for 1 each. It's pretty cheap, isn't it? And then the market, after I've used him, it would become a market. For more cabbages for beans as well. Oh, the bean customer got discarded, I think. So I don't have to do that right now. But I'm tempted to. So I've already got one spare leek, which I think should get planted there. Then we should deliver to them, keep them happy. That's your pumpkin gone, though. Are you definitely not going to deliver to them this round? I don't think so. That get me 6. Deliver to them. Oh, to get 7. Deliver to them to get 6. I mean, there's no need to buy the onion now, is there? I could buy it next time just for them, or maybe plant it even. Because I'll still have to deliver an onion and a leek. Maybe if I take another regular customer, I'd be able to buy like a pumpkin maybe as well for 1. So I don't think I need to use that yet. So is that it for the round? I don't need to upgrade the storage. That's just one thing rolling over. We served everybody. So I can pay 1 to move 1 space. 9 to move the next space. Now I've got 4 money right here. Do we pay 10 for the next one? Yes. Gotta start making these things 17 to be considered a good player. I've got 4 more rounds. We're on 10. Well, 9 technically because I've got a loan, so gotta walk it back. Okay. Stick with that. Happy with that. Ish. You made a playmat for it. Oh, nice. That's an upgrade in the barn. I think only when I'm about to lose something, I would set aside the money. Like maybe I would have taken a loan out early. I don't want to lose anything, but I don't feel like I'm usually in this position where I've got so many planted. But it just depends on when fields come out for that, though, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm not bothered about doing it just like generally. It's just because I've got the excess generally. I'd like selling to your shop is okay, but it's still like, oh, I'm only getting 1 or 2 for it. Okay. Get a new field. It's the 4 that can have anything but leeks. And then cards. Are you going to take another regular customer? I'm thinking this market's got beans on it. I've got an excess of leeks anyway. Leeks and beans could be something to do. On the other hand, no, you should probably do that. On one hand, pumpkins are running out, and you've got to keep doing this customer. But pumpkins will be okay for the bigger fields that are coming up. The harvest helper might be someone good to get. Harvest 2 vegetables from each of your fields that have 4 or more, because we have got the 5 and the 6 field left, and there aren't enough rounds to harvest everything off them. So that could be a good person to get. I'm going to take this market stall. Do you want that regular customer? I do, but I don't know if it's a good idea. If I can get them next time, they're not going anywhere. I could get a bean this time and start serving them. I've got the leeks. And just say goodbye to the Harvest Helper. Bye, Harvest Helper. So many regular customers as well that I don't think I usually get. But that's part of having all the veg in it. So you guys are discarded. And then refill like this. So we could even get another casual customer the way it is right now. Tenant farmer, pay 3 to choose a field from your pile of private fields. Or place an empty field from your field area that has not yet been sown under the pile and select a new one. Okay, change the field that you've got. Probably not worth it now. There's only 2 left in there. If we don't get one in the final round. Or have I missed one? There was 8 cards in there in 9 rounds. Yeah, in round 9 you don't get a new field. There's no point planting it, is there? You won't be able to harvest it. Okay. So, I've got an extra wheat. So if I give that to you for your onion, I have then got onion, pumpkin, cabbage for you for 11 money. Which is going to annoy you if I don't get another pumpkin, but I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make veg. I haven't annoyed any of these people yet. I mean, this person only just got here. Should probably just serve you, which will get rid of you. But that's okay, isn't it? Still got loads of regular customers. 5, 6, 7, 8 money. And unfortunately, that means they're gone. Completely happy with my service. Then I want beans planted. I also want more pumpkins planted, but we haven't got the fields to do that. So do you buy just like a turnip for 5 and turn it into a bean? Or like next round I don't need the turnips. If I don't serve him though, I've got to pay 2 and I don't want to waste money. If you're not getting served, I would like to serve you. We've got to serve him, haven't we? Get me the 7. So good stack of cash there. There's a regular customer underneath it. I probably don't want to serve this casual customer and get that regular customer out. Oh look, it's late in the game, isn't it? Probably not going to get punished much for not serving someone now. Oh wait, did you want to buy veg? What customers? Yeah, take back again. I had these, didn't I? Yeah. So I could buy with this merchant a leek and turnip. Yeah, they're the only things I got 2 of. Forgetting the merchants. Do that before I got rid of those guys. Or I could still do the leek, but I want the turnip for 1 as well. That's gonna save me some cash. Okay. And then that market's out, so 2-packs are a bit more expensive, but I don't know if I want a 2-pack. It would be nice to get a helper. So I could just buy the pumpkin and keep them going. I think... What do I need? We've got 3 more servings after this. So I don't really want to lose a leek. You don't need to. You can just swap the... In fact, you could have just swapped the wheat for the bean and kept hold of the turnip. But yeah, I'm gonna swap for the bean, plant it there. Which means, yeah, I'm not gonna serve them this round, am I? Oh. Which means you're gonna have excess leeks. So I'm upgrading at this stage of the game. I could swap one of those leeks for another bean, so I could serve now. Probably worth it, isn't it? Yeah. It's an equivalent thing of bean for a leek, price-wise. Although the leeks are rarer because you can only... Maybe I shouldn't. Just because the leeks are so valuable, and I've still got potentially like 6 to deliver. I could complete that customer. But you're not going to have enough leeks to do that. You could buy a beam, but that costs you 6. That's why I could buy a... I'm going to need to buy pumpkins for them. Oh dear, what have I done? Got a lot of money is what I've done. We're allowed to annoy them once. So if you keep hold of all the leeks, you've got to spend 2 money anyway. You can get... There's a market coming up that would give you a leek. Did you want a 2-pack? Thanks, everybody. Have a good time. Hopefully the leaks pay off. That's what I'm hoping. Oh... I don't want to just buy one to only get 1 profit off serving them. It does unlock like more money next, like in future servings, though, doesn't it? I feel like I'll want these pumpkins available to buy. I'm gonna buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll buy a turnip because I don't think I'll need to buy them. I'll have excess of them. And I'm going to trade it for a wheat first to get rid of this market. And then I'm going to trade that wheat for a bean. And then we'll have bean and leek there for 7. Still does mean I could buy a pumpkin and serve them. Again, that's eating into my profits, but otherwise I've got to upgrade that storage, which I might have to anyway, because we've got a lot of stuff coming in next time that I don't know that I need. Let's get a 2-pack. Only cost me 1 now. I've got rid of one of them markets. Ooh, a field. Well, that solves my storage problems, doesn't it? And we can get the leak problem. So yeah, I'll pay 2 to keep this field. Do I want this customer? And I've got no use for wheat, and I've only got a casual customer for cabbages, so I think I do want. Oh, you can only have 1 of them though. Yeah, and this leak isn't going to empty. Oh, it will for the end, but I don't know if they'll matter by then. I'll keep them both. Hey Andre, how's it going? We've satisfied some regular customers. We've solved the storage issue. I have not served this customer. So I still could. I would make 3 money. But I've still got enough time to do all of the other deliveries. And make the full profit, I think. So I'll just annoy them. So I can pay 1 to go to 11. I can pay 12 to go to the next spot. Get 3 back. Do you want to pay 13 So I would have 1 money spare. I don't really care about this helper buying stuff down here. So it's like... He's decent as a casual customer. Yeah, I don't think we should spend the money to serve the customers. I would like him, I think. Oh, there's the casual customer there. Does want the bean, though. I don't really want to give her the bean. Because I could annoy once. Because you're still getting like 11 money for that one off. Will... it's pumpkin as well. They're better. I don't want that regular customer. They're just going to be there for the rest of the game. I don't know if I want the market. Maybe. It's giving you a bean. Do I want to pay 13? Yes. This money's going to start drying up, I think. Okay. Round 7. The fields are disappearing. Private field. It's the big one. Cards. I mean, I could have that regular customer just buy and plant a pumpkin. And then I'll at least get 2 steps off them in future rounds. I don't have to take her right now, do I? The casual customer's tempting. I have got an extra leek. I'm going to go for these, and I'm very unsure about that decision. Discard these. I think I was leaning towards that casual customer, wasn't I? Is that casual customer better? Because you've got an onion going spare already. Yeah. So they would stay. And I would need to pay 1 for the card that I took. Those you get discarded. Whoop. Things are falling down. Slide up. I don't know. I feel like that was a bit of a snap decision. Where are my helpers? Some have been removed from the game. Tough luck. Right. So I think I just want to serve him. Get me 13 cash. You're already kind of annoyed, so I want to serve you. 7. I've got your stuff. And I can't plant either of these things, so 8. I'm probably not serving you. I've sold both of your things. Could annoy you once, though. 4 money gets a pumpkin, because there's 2 people that need pumpkins now, actually. Why have I taken her? Oh, that was probably a daft move. We could get markets and stuff that might help. Buy a pumpkin, plant a pumpkin. So I don't know, there's going to be a card that helps me get more things off these fields by the end. Maybe in the very last round. So I can trade for a cabbage. I could get a... Then you could just buy a cabbage for 5 and you'd still get 11 for this. But then that's another casual customer coming out that I really don't think you've thought this through. No. If we get them if we do that next round. So what is it for money? 1 to go up to 14. 15 for the next one. I can't afford 16. 1 for a 2-pack that I should probably get. Ooh! During the card phase, instead of taking 1 from your hand in courtyard, never mind, blah, 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 solo game, you can have up to 4 cards from the offer. That's all about how the card phase normally works. Or another casual customer that... Not too bad. I will have... Pumpkins are going to be scarce, though. Already got a bit of a commitment of pumpkins. I don't know that I want either of these. Maybe at the end I just want to make get loads of markets. I'll take the squire. I don't want the... Maybe you do want that casual one. Maybe that'll be better to do in the last round for more money. Do it. Right. So can't plant anything. Didn't get any fields or anything like that. I can buy a pumpkin. Just thinking, I don't want to lose something. But I don't really want... It feels daft to pay 2 to upgrade that at this stage of the game. To just keep 1 extra thing. So, options... We either buy a cabbage and trade for a cabbage and sell to him, but that puts another regular customer out that I'd forgotten about and probably shouldn't have kept. Even though we have got a good income of turnips. Shouldn't have taken this one. That was the bad move. Just might cost me a couple of coins to keep annoying people. I think I've delivered to those 2, haven't I, this time? So yeah, either do that, or... that makes me more profit than this. But you would get the cabbage, you'd get a cabbage next time. And not have to do it at all. Or you could just sell one of the things back to the thing and get, money, which isn't great. Let's see, if I did him, if I paid 5 to get 11 money, so that would make me 6. So I would have 13, which still wouldn't give me an extra step, so I don't think it's worth doing. So either... I don't want to sell it, though. They're okay to be annoyed. It's just the extra thing that I'm annoyed about. I feel like I'm wasting a bit of money upgrading the storage. I'm gonna do it though. Upgrade that storage. So you can keep 4 things. Costs 2 money, that does. Okay. So you didn't get served, you're fed up. New round. Round 8 of 9. So you are gone. So many things, but so many customers that I've pledged to. And this one's going to come out at some point, so I can annoy them once, though. They're going to come out in the last round, aren't they? There's the final field. I'll only get to retrieve one thing from it. Cards. There are so many annoying people that already want pumpkins, but all of the casual customers want pumpkins. I mean, I could plant pumpkins there, but it's only going to get me one next round. So what? What good is that? And you can give me a cabbage, but I've got what, two things for it. Same for a leek. Oh no, the card drawer has not been kind to me. I don't think you want cards. Maybe a market, but even then, I don't think you want a market. Because what am I going to do? So I could, your regular customer, buy a pumpkin, you're a regular customer, you're a regular customer. You've got all of this extra stuff right now. So if you did take a market stall that had cabbage, you could sell to them, but then that gives you the other problem of, I mean, what about getting the extra pumpkin then? And then you don't have to buy from the shop. So that's one. And you can get me a turnip. Making 2 packs expensive doing this, though. I don't really have a leek to spare. I have wheat to spare. I have onions to spare. It's only 9 money. 8 money since I'm paying for it, but 8 money's 8 money. It's down here. I haven't annoyed this customer yet, though. Like, if I didn't serve them their stuff, and then more cards would go through, and this is free. Yeah. Discard all of these. You become free. Yeah, 17 is going to be an achievement. It says good in the rulebook, but yeah. Messenger boy, deliver twice to each of your regular customers this action phase. The haggler, once only, buy 2 vegetables of the same kind in your shop for the price of 1. He's probably going to be worth paying 2 for in the final round. Which means I probably want a pumpkin staying in the shop. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Right. So I'm doing pumpkin bean leek to this casual customer for 13 money. I'm swapping a wheat for a pumpkin. Pumpkin leek go to you, who's already annoyed with me, for 7. I can get the bean. I get and then if I bought the leek, I'm still making 3 profit. But you got to serve people next time. You've only got 1 leek coming in, so probably best to annoy her. And it's going to cost you 2 if you annoy this customer. But buying a pumpkin means I'm only making 1 profit. It's better than losing 2, though, isn't it? Can pay 1 to move up the track. Can I pay 17? Because that's still not 17 points because I've got a loan. I mean, I can. So we've got a pumpkin coming in. I can still get 2 next time. You want to plant something? I don't know what. Plant a pumpkin? You only get 1 back, though. What's the point of planting it? If I had an ability that would let me harvest more. Hey, Lynette, how's it going? Hmm. And we don't need these onions. We might as well swap for the cabbage just to have in the storage for this next time. So I don't want to deliver to them yet because they're going to reveal another customer that's going to get fed up with me. So I might as well reveal them next time. And if I don't deliver to them, which I probably won't, I won't suffer a penalty. Just this customer was already annoyed. I've got the cabbage. Yeah, buy the pumpkin. So that's going to get 4, and then I get 5 back. So I make 1. And I don't suffer the penalty. I think that's still okay. So customers are served. What about a 2-pack? I don't need more wheat, so if you just swap wheat for wheat, you can get rid of this market. And then a 2-pack's only 1 money. I don't know what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for helpers, I guess. So 1 money for a 2-pack. Ooh, double helper. We can have Plowman. Return all vegetables from one of your fields that contains at least 2 vegetables to the supply. You can resow it. Or immediately harvest vegetables from all fields that contain 1. So what? Probably no good now. I mean, I could have that onion, wheat, cabbage leak right now, but so what? I could swap for that bean and deliver to them, but then I wouldn't have a leak next time for them. For this one, refill all your market stores with vegetables or sell 1 to 3 to the shop. I'll keep them both. And I'll do that market crier now. I'm going to sell these to the shop for 1, 2, 3 money. Paid for me 2-pack, ain't it? Restock the shop a bit. But now he's gone. We can get more market people, though. I don't know if I needed those things. Pumpkin I needed. Pumpkin wasn't there. So, 15, 17 for the next step on the track. So we should be able to end up with 17 here. Do you want to harvest those things? What would that get me? I don't think so. I mean, it'd get me an extra bean next time. Do you want to plant anything in that? What's that going to get me? I'm not going to lose you anything. I suppose if I was at my 1 veg limit still, I'd be keen on that. Yeah, we know that I'm not going to be able to... I could potentially deliver to a regular customer twice next time, but I don't think I'm going to have the veg to do that. Pumpkins are going to be my downfall. Yeah, I'll just use it to get the extra bean next time. Yeah, earlier on. But I think we've had an alright, like, been held back in helpers, but got lots of fields early on, which is a big help. Okay, final round. There's the home field gone. There's all of these fields gone. Bean is still in it. Oh no, this is a regular customer coming, but it's the last round, so if they get annoyed with me, so what? If I can deliver to them, great. If they get annoyed with me, it's too late. I never planted anything there. So if that just sits there or goes away, it doesn't matter really. So, might as well use plow. Yeah, I don't know when I'm allowed to use Plowman, but whether it's in the action phase or not, I might as well use Plowman to get that bean. So we want the Haggler for 2. That will get me the pumpkins that I need, I think. That I otherwise won't get. Deliver twice to a regular customer. I don't think it's going to be possible. Going to be short a leak. Is it worth spending 2 things for? Probably worth spending 2 money to get this market where the leak only costs me 1. And it's got a pumpkin on it. Let's spend the thing that lets me take up to 4 cards. I'm going to take you because you've got cheap cabbage and another pumpkin. Do you want another one? Not really. Is it better to serve her the pumpkins? Because she would get me 11, even with the 2 punishment from here. It would be from here and here, wouldn't it? Yeah, probably leave it at that. Okay. I won't bother refreshing the display because it's the end. I suppose it would affect if you buy a 2-pack. I'll do it. I don't think it will affect anything. I don't know if I am buying a 2-pack. Let's face it, I probably will. Bookkeeper. Choose whether each vegetable in your shop should be empty or full. In addition, choose 1 type of vegetable for each field on which this vegetable has been planted. Get a money. Nice. Okay. So I don't need these turnips. Swap you for a pumpkin. Sell the pumpkin for 1. And then I can buy... Oh. Oh, I thought I took them from the supply. That's combined with another helper. So no need to sell them to the shop. I need that pumpkin. You could buy 2 cabbage with it, which would help you here. Yeah, still good. 2 cabbage for 1 money. So then we can sell. I need room. Sorry, display. We don't need you anymore. We can sell these for 11. Which is a new regular customer. Luckily, it's the end. So their punishment isn't going to matter. And maybe we'll even serve them. Then they're 11 as well. So I'm going to serve that casual customer. I don't need 2 beans, do I? So I could swap 1 for a leek. Leek and bean is 9. So you have been served. I can serve you for 5. I can swap for a wheat and serve you for 4. Which is the same difference. If I buy a leek for 6, swap for a pumpkin and serve him for 8, I've made 2 money. If I sell to her for 4 money and get punished 2, I've still made 2 money, haven't I? So, either way, it's the same results. So, not worth buying them, definitely. Shouldn't have taken this one. Should probably have abandoned that one, but I forgot about that one. So we're going to not deliver to you and take a 2 penalty. Not deliver to you and annoy you. And then finally, 1 to advance. I think we can end up with 18. 10, 20, 19. 10, 20 is 20. I think all those fields might have really paid off. I might have gone wrong somewhere, but I'm not really bothered. Because end of the game is here. You've taken a loan, back a space for every loan that you took, and that is still 19, which is pretty great. 19 is Master. Master? There's no rank for getting to 20. Is it possible? I wonder if it can be done. So yeah, maybe something went wrong. I always think that when I've done well at something, but hey, let me have it, future people, if you spotted something. But there we go. It was a good train, wasn't it, of having loads of fields and quite a good number of regular customers that were regularly getting delivered to as well. Sometimes getting annoyed, but rather than just not being able to serve them, they were getting annoyed because I was giving their stash to someone that was going to pay me more right now. So yeah, it's even though the helpers were a bit scarce at times, it was made up for by the fields and the right regular customers, I think, and helpful 2-packs. So there we go. That is hopefully quite a snappy game of At the Gates of Loyang. It's, like I said at the start, it's had a second edition announced, but no news like lately on that. And it unfortunately seems to be well out of print. And well, it would be, wouldn't it? As I said at the start, like TMG unfortunately shut down ages ago, and they were the last people to reprint it, I think. So yeah, at the moment, get your saved searches on eBay. I think almost everything I've ever thought about. Oh, I'd really like that, but I never see one for sale, or it's always dead expensive. I think generally you might have to wait a while, but they'll come up. Like a reasonable one will come along, or you'll just feel like, oh, okay, I will pay that. That price I said I'd never pay. Okay, I'll pay it. But yeah, it's a great Uwe. One of the like Le Havre. I know like the solo is good, but the multiplayer, Rach in particular, hates games where you can use her stuff. Like even if it like benefits her in some way, like Le Havre, you can use people's buildings and it like blocks that off for a while, but there's a benefit to the person, so it all works together nicely. But regardless of how it works in the game, Rach does not want you using their stuff. Like she's just one of them players that's leave my stuff alone. So yeah, Le Havre. I don't think I was ever like really wowed by the solo. I enjoyed it because that's like the trilogy, isn't it? Of Agricola, Le Havre, and this are the farming trilogy, and since done loads of farming related things or re-implemented them. There's like this. What is it? Reichholt? That this was, yeah. I think Reichholt is that's probably still in print. It's a more recent game that takes some of the ideas of like the planting and the going up the point steps every now and then. It uses ideas from At the Gates of Loyang, but yeah, it's nowhere near as good as Loyang. I did not keep Reichholt. I have kept At the Gates of Loyang. What are the ones? If you want a crash course in the Uves that I've kept as the best ones, Feast of Odin, Nusfjord, Glass Road, Agricola, of course, Loyang, of course, Hallertau. Are they the ones right now? I have had to be really brutal with space to try and make room for a bedroom for my daughter, which I've still, yeah, still need to clear stuff out for that. But okay, and patchwork. My sister's got patchwork. Never forget patchwork. Mini Feast for Odin. But yeah, Loyang is amazing. There's like kind of echoes of things that I said about Glass Road. It's got like a really unique card play system. It's, while still feeling like an Uwe game, loads different to all of the other ones. It's just fantastic. Track it down if you can, or wait for that second edition to come out. But you'll be missing the lovely Clemens Franz artwork that does. It says Eurogames to me still, even though like these are fairly old series. He's still illustrating stuff, but get him on more stuff. Agricola Special Edition. Where's the Clemens Franz? No back from me. Thanks everyone for watching this. I'm going to be back tomorrow, double live this week, and I'm going to be playing The Gallerist late for me at 8 o'clock England time. So join me for that. It's been a couple of years since I played The Gallerist. It is my favourite solo Vita Lacerda game. Tips towards favourite overall at times. Kanban might still just top it for multiplayer, but it's amazing whether you've played it yourself or not. It's such an amazing game, and the solo works so simply, but there's still so much to think about yourself. Join me tomorrow night for that. You can watch any of them back later as well if you like. They're all made possible thanks to support my patrons of YouTube members. Thanks so much everyone on there for making it all happen. Hope you enjoy the stuff that I can make. And yeah, there's another Vantage, like doing all the voted things. Vantage and Loyang won. Gallerist came second. They're what are getting done while I can do live things. And there's other recorded stuff to come up as well. Like we've started Arkham Horror, the card game The Drowned City, will be coming up on Sunday as well, or episode 2 will be coming up early on Patreon. And yeah, there's another Nature playthrough that's going to be coming up on Patreon on Friday. Loads of stuff coming up. Thank you so much for watching any of it. I will see you tomorrow night. Have a good time until then. See ya. Bye, 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 bye.